Hey Connor, how's it going?
Hey, Katie. Not too bad. How about yourself?
It's good. Are you having a good week so far?
Yeah, not too bad. Just, working.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, it's been pretty busy, but making it through, makes the days go by faster.
That's pretty good to hear.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to meet with me today. My goal for today is to just kind of talk to you about what the plan is for coaching and what the structure of the program is and what we'll be working on together. I want to make sure that I answer any initial questions you may have, make sure that we're on the same page and that you have a good idea of what our work together will look like and ensure that you're engaged and willing to give it a try. So, I just wanted to start off by asking if you've ever had any professional coaching in the past.
No, I haven't.
Okay. Well, you're in the majority there of not having had any in the past. Um, what is your expectation of what coaching will be like, or is there anything that, you're hoping in particular to get out of it?
I don't really have any expectations. I mean, I'm hoping I can, it'll help me grow and I'll learn some new skills.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, as we go through the coaching program, we'll definitely be honing in on how you can grow and gain more skills.
Hmm.
All right, so let me share my screen and pull up that giant document that I sent over to you earlier today. All right. So this Excel file is a template or prototype for the technology that our IT team is building that will help support coaching as well as performance management. So pretty much everything that we're going to be doing as a company, there's lots of tabs on it. We aren't going to use every single one of these tabs, but I'll still tell you what they are so that you have reference. And there's no secrets on here. You can poke around and look at stuff if you want to take a look. All right, so these peach colored tabs are just like reference things of how we function as an organization. The yellow ones are performance management. So Array views performance management and professional coaching as two different responsibilities. So eventually, your coach, and your direct manager will have visibility into the same thing. So your manager will be able to pull up like a dashboard and say, okay, your goal for this week is, 5 hires. You're at 3 today. Great job, or you're supposed to make 25 calls or whatever that is. You can look at all of your activity and your coach will also be able to see that. But as we are at today, we're not doing that. It's not really a part of my world. So I'm not going to spend any time in these yellow tabs.
Okay.
All right. And then the green tabs, that's where all the coaching stuff is that we'll be working through, including building out your career plans. So the tab I'm on here, the coaching program tab, is exactly what it says it is. It's like the full program, what we'll go through, basically what we'll cover in every session. So if you ever get apprehensive about not knowing what's coming, you can feel free to peek around in here. You don't have to. I'm going to guide us through all of these sessions together, but it is all laid out in here. And then this tab also has the peak performance equation for referencing. So
Okay.
that's right there if you ever need it for reference. And then the blue tabs are where we're going to be doing a lot of the work together. So I will direct your attention to the notes tab. This is what we will use every single time that we meet.
Okay.
There we go. This is where I will write notes about, the things that we talk about decisions that we make, about what we're going to work on next time. So if you ever get lost or forget what you're supposed to be doing for our next meeting or what we talked about, feel free to come to this tab. It's where you'll find that information. And it will also always include the homework that is assigned between now and next time. And as you can see, this will be your homework for next time. It's already in here, and then we will add more as you go through the program. So I know that's a lot to cover. Do you have any questions before I move on?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so next, I just kind of want to talk to you about what the structure of what we're going to do together looks like. So my only goal as your coach, my only objective that I have with every meeting is the coaching mantra. It's that you love your job, that you're great at it, that you see an exciting future for yourself so that you grow professionally and stick with your goals. And we're going to kind of break it apart bit by bit for each of our meetings. So, first meeting today, orientation is just like, let's get on the same page. Let's make sure we've got a good plan. The second meeting is about loving your job. It's about what drives morale for you in your position or in any position, like what makes you happy to come to work. And the third meeting is going to be about what skills, aptitudes, mindsets, and expertise do you have today, and what things do you maybe want to keep developing in order to continue to succeed in your role. And then once we have all that, we'll have a pretty clear picture of what the situation is today. And from there, we can figure out where we're going. So we'll be able to begin doing some reflection on like, what are the next jobs you want to get? How much money do you want to make? What are the skills that you want to develop? And then we'll build the plans. And you'll come away with 3 plans on how to get there. And the last session that we'll do together will be like, how can I continue to support you? So you'll have the plans. You'll work on them with your schedule. You'll let me know what I can do to continue to be on your side as your coach and as your mentor. And all of that will take about 5 to 6 sessions. Does that all make sense so far?
No, yeah, it did. I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. I just have to say, because my only goal is the coaching mantra, we will be having conversations about your goals, the future, your growth, etc. We're talking about career development, and as a result, this relationship is not inherently confidential. However, confidentiality is yours at any time you need it. All you have to do is ask. So I may need to engage others to help support you in achieving your goals, but any action I take will only be in support of the coaching mantra. And another thing I just want to mention is the assumption that I make when I start coaching is that you're doing okay currently, that performance is not a huge concern, or that you're not currently miserable at your job. Like, it's okay if there's an issue that needs to get resolved. I just won't know unless you tell me. So I'm going to proceed down this path of like talking about morale, talking about capability, talking about building plans, unless you reach out to me and say that you've got an issue that needs attention now, which is completely fine if that's the case. We can always pivot off the coaching plan to get that resolved before continuing. So just let me know if we ever need to do that. But provided all is well, we will continue down the coaching program. So I'm going to take a couple notes here in your PMT. So what do you feel most excited about for coaching, or is there anything that you're kind of feeling apprehensive about?
I mean, really, like I said, I'm just excited to learn some new skills. Um, and the only thing like I'm a little apprehensive about is it all sounds good. I just, I want to see it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and you will. Each meeting that we have, it'll really hone in on different things, and then that all comes together really nicely when we start building the plans. So this meeting orientation's like that big overview, but you will get to see it as you go down the coaching path.
Uh,
Do you feel like you're good at self-reflecting? Do you feel like that's something that's going to be challenging for you?
I feel like I'm okay at self-reflecting.
Do you kind of already know like things you might want to work on and ways that you want to grow?
I definitely know ways I want to grow. Off the top of my head, I don't think I could say like anything that I need to work on, but I guess it's just because I don't really know how to grow.
Okay, that makes sense. That's also something we'll cover as we go through these sessions. So thank you for sharing. All right, so last thing I want to do is go over the homework for next time, unless you have any other questions or things that you want to cover with me. Are you good for me to review the homework?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, cool. So it is just going to be this form. So you'll click on this link. It'll take you to the form. This is just going to go over some additional coaching information, and it's going to set us up nicely for our next session. Speaking of our next session, I would ideally like to meet every couple of weeks. Does that work with you?
Yeah, yeah, this time works.
Okay, awesome. All right. So is there anything you feel like you need from me today, or any questions you have at the moment?
No, I think I'm good. I'll see you soon.
All right, awesome. Well, it was nice meeting you.
It was nice meeting you as well.
All right, reach out if you need anything.
Will do.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye bye.